Greetings, everyone. This is your girl, Lesage, coming in with day 25. Oh my gosh, 25 of 28 days of self love. Oh my goodness. I am feeling so amazing today. I'm feeling well rested. These last few days or a couple weeks, um, I've had things to kind of distract me, or not distract me, but kind of take my focus away from, well, I'm not going to say take it away, because really it didn't take anything away. Like, you get creation, you get ideas from living life. You don't get ideas from sitting in the house and twiddling your thumbs. You get inspiration, and you get epiphanies, and you get signs revealed to you through living life. If you're sitting at home alone and wondering, like, why why things are stagnant for you, I don't care if you work at home, like, if you're not getting out and communicating with people, then you're not growing as fast as you could, because you're not I mean, if you have a family, of course, definitely. They definitely can keep you entertained, so to speak, keep you growing. But I mean, actually, like, dealing with different personalities, things of that nature, you get that by living life. But that's not the topic of this video. I'm going live here on YouTube, and I think I got this thing down packed. But I wanted to talk about choosing your path. How do you know if you're on the right path? A lot of people, are they living their purpose? And you're expected, not required, you're expected to go to school, get a job. Get a job, and you're automatically confirmed that this is the decision that I'm making. And then you get out and you have a neck up above your neck in student loans, and you're not happy with the path that you chose. And I don't think that's fair. I don't think that that's I think that's kind of I don't think that that's a good way of doing things, so to speak. A conducive way. I put it like that. There's other ways. I'm not going to say that it didn't work out for some people, because it did. Some people are thoroughly happy in the careers that they chose. Um, their blood it trips, hops, and spins, and their heart sings with joy. So, but some people, a large majority of the people that I've observed, is that they change their minds after spending all of this money. And so it's like, at what point do you know that you're on the right path? And then you're fearing making decisions, because how do I know if this is the right path? And those of you who are procrastinators, like me, like I can be, um, when you procrastinate, you're delaying things. Sometimes waiting to make a decision or waiting to do something can be conducive. However, if it's something that your heart says jump on and you procrastinate, then you might have missed that window of opportunity. You might have to wait for that window of opportunity to come back up again. But don't worry, it's never completely over. Every day you have a moment. Every moment you have a moment to create yourself anew. Every every now moment you have a opportunity to create something different. So I want to talk about morality, fear, and love in all wrapped up in this choosing a path. Now, a lot of people, I respect everyone and their choice of spirituality or lack thereof, but there's the one particular religion I grew up in, was it was taught that God's will is my will. I mean, my will, it should be God's will. I need to live for God's will, and that's it. And so it brought some confusion because I'm like, well, what's God's will? Is God's will for everybody to be is it God's will for everybody to be a preacher and go around spreading the word and that's what you do with your life? And like, what is it? What do you mean? And so I had questions, lots of questions. And so, after coming to a place where I dropped religion because it does not serve me in the context that it's in, it definitely it for me, it limits the religion limits what it is that I can get behind. I'll put it like that I can be passionate about, because the way that things are written up, they are not they're not in full truth. Okay. I'm gonna just put it out there. I'm gonna stop trying to be politically correct and all this good stuff. The shit ain't working. Okay. And it's incomplete. And I'm going to share with you why. I'm going to I have a book coming out real soon. Be looking out for it. But I'm gonna read you an insert from my book. Okay. The religion I grew up in was big on allowing God to reveal our purpose to us and living for Him in His will. However, there is partial understanding here, based on the fact that God is thought to be an omnipotent man that has a task on his desk laid out for everyone to run his business. Let's go here. Everything is energy. I mean, everything. And God is consciousness. Awareness of itself as an omnipotent energy that is a part of the all. The will of God is comprised of an omnipotent consciousness in which its highest desire is experiencing itself fully. God consciousness seeks to know and experience itself and does so through the process of creation. We are the manifesto of this consciousness, and the conscious will is our will. We are one, and the scale in which we are all so different is one where consciousness can expand and experience all aspects of itself. We judge it good and bad, but it's all a form of consciousness. The definition of consciousness is to be aware. You can be aware of anything. However, certain types of energy cause one to contract or to expand. Fear and all of its constituents contract, and love with all of its constituents expand. There is a collective, conscious, higher will to expand, and only through the higher vibrational energy of love is where one expands. Therefore, it can be safely said that the way to higher consciousness is through love. This is why self love is so important. It expands who you are, and fear of being who you are limits who you show up as. Love can also be said that there is also a will of I'm sorry. This can also be said that there is also a will of a lower vibrational consciousness, and its characteristics limit and restrict. We cannot know higher vibrations if we do not also know lower vibrations. Remember this. Our face expands when we smile, and our face contracts when we frown. A smiling face ages gracefully, and a frowning face ages exponentially. The quickest way to die is to fear, and the quickest way to live is to love. The will that is in alignment with our God self will be confirmed at the soul level through feelings of joy. So, everything we look at is creation. If it is our desire that we live the life that makes us feel alive and honors the expansion of our soul, then it is also the will of the highest consciousness. If we desire a life of depression, death, fear for survival, then it is the will of the lower consciousness. You see, our will is God's will. God is omnipotent. omnipotent and is not. Consciousness is everywhere. It is the energy behind the intelligent communication of nature. However, we as humans have the gift and the curse of being conscious of ourselves. A lion is going to abide by nature. I doubt we would see a lion in this dimension naturally launching an intelligent spaceship to free all of the lions from the circus. That is our purpose, to honor our own soul. Our wholeness is split amongst each other, allowing us to perform different functions. And we chose this planet with a certain energetic structure that we are also a part of to create this whole functioning, seemingly dysfunctional molecular structure. We have different functions that light up our individual soul, and together we have the capacity to light each other's soul through our unique gifts. We are to love and love what we do and who we are as to expand who we are. It is what the greatest speakers and teachers tell us about loving what we do. It's important to love what we do. We can make the choice to have a career doing something, and we will know if it's the right choice if our soul sings while doing it. It can be so easy to become a slave to our intuition or the voice of God that we leave everything in the hands of the universe without deciding for ourselves and taking responsibility for our lives. That can be a dangerous game, and we can find ourselves all over the place because we never actually decide on anything. Now, I can go on. This is the whole chapter. I'm not going to read the whole chapter. You got to get my book, but I just wanted to share that perspective, because just looking at things like that, like there's no good or bad, right or wrong path necessarily for your soul. Is what your will is, what you desire. So if you desire to have a certain life, if you desire to live and expand and be joyful and in love and in truth and peace and all of that, then you seek to connect with the higher consciousness, and your will aligns with the will of the higher conscious. Like, that's who you connect with, that's who you vibrate with. If you have a lower, like if you just you fear the choosing the right path, and you don't just choose something that will make you expand, will make you feel love. Like when you feel joy, that is love. And so it expands your aura, it expands who you are, it expands everything. And people can feel that energy, and people just will know it. And you start attracting things of like energy. You'll start attracting things to accomplish your purpose. I can't tell you how many times like I've sat here and I've thought about something, and then voila, I go to the mall or something. Like just this not too long ago, I went to the mall and I meet this lady who's like opening this huge store. And I'm not going to tell you everything, because when you tell things, sometimes it makes it difficult to manifest. However, it was amazing that I met her. I didn't even meet, I just ran into her. And this happens all the time. Like whenever I put it out there to something that I want to do, if I stick to it, then it's like one door after another opens. And the only thing that closes those doors is fear. So whatever you're fearing today, do it anyway. Have courage. This is when you feel the fear of what path you're going to choose, have the courage to just do it. Be like Nike, just do it, okay? And see where it leads you. It may lead you somewhere else. It may lead you deeper into what it is that you really want to do. But stop saying no all the time because you're afraid. Don't worry about how much work you've put into what you're doing. If it makes you feel more comfortable to transition out and to do something else, then you do that. But make sure you give your passion time. Make sure you give it the love that it deserves. That is you. Your passion is you. You have to honor yourself. You have to honor your passions, whatever that may be, however it may be. You deserve to live a life of love and joy and truth and peace. So do it. Choose a path and get on with it. Stop worrying about if it's right or wrong. Your path is your unique path. So anyways, I'm out. Thank you for watching. I love you for who you are because I see straight through you, and I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Peace.